In the world of Hollywood friendships, nothing is ever as perfect as it seems. Taylor Swift and Blake Lively, once seen as the epitome of sisterhood, family dinners, and unwavering loyalty, are now at the center of one of the most explosive celebrity fallouts in years. What started as whispers is now a roaring scandal, and Taylor, she's no longer staying silent. Could this be the end of Blake's carefully crafted image? Stay tuned because what you're about to hear will change the way you see both stars forever. Taylor Swift, one of the most media-savvy and image-conscious celebrities alive today, is noticeably quiet amid a brewing storm, and that silence is deafening. Celebrity attorney Bryan Freedman recently made headlines by speaking on Taylor's decision to distance herself from longtime friend Blake Lively. According to him, this was no overnight choice. What we're witnessing now is the unraveling of a friendship built on trust, strategy, and as it turns out, alleged manipulation. Freedman's statements paint a vivid picture. Taylor wasn't simply stepping back from Blake, she was preparing to expose her. Carefully, methodically, like a game of chess where every move has been calculated far in advance. And now, the game is in motion. Blake and Taylor's relationship once seemed like the Hollywood ideal, cozy Instagram snapshots, shout-outs in award speeches, public outings with family. But beneath the sparkle, something darker festered. Freedman recognized the signs, the subtle tone changes in interviews, the missing shout-outs, the strategic silences, all pointing to a fracture that was growing too large to ignore. And now that fracture is splitting wide open. Sources suggest Taylor felt used, that Blake leaned heavily on her fame to boost her own standing at events, in the media, even in behind-the-scenes power plays. Whispers indicate that Blake's team might have exploited Taylor's public image to soften negative press surrounding Blake's career, but the scandal takes a sharper turn. Freedman claimed Blake's camp requested Taylor post in her support during a Super Bowl absence and threatened to leak 10 years of private text messages if she didn't comply. That's right, allegations of extortion. Messages filled with personal confessions, vulnerabilities, moments of raw honesty between two people who were once like sisters. Taylor refused, and that refusal may have set the wheels in motion for everything we're seeing now. In legal documents, it's stated that Blake once asked Taylor to delete their text conversations, a request that, in hindsight, raises eyebrows. What was in those texts, and why the sudden need to erase them? Freedman wasn't operating on hearsay. He had a source close to Taylor, someone who was willing to provide a declaration to the court. According to this source, Blake's legal team crossed a line, and now the fallout could have career-ending consequences. Taylor Swift's silence isn't weakness, it's strategy. This is the same woman who turned a bitter feud over music masters into a cultural movement, the same artist who weaponizes her lyrics like daggers dipped in truth. If Taylor decides to speak through a song, a post, or even a subtle social media cue, it could shatter the pristine image Blake has built for years, and Hollywood is watching. The ripple effects are already visible. Blake's reputation has taken hits, legal battles have intensified, the court of public opinion is sharpening its knives. Taylor's refusal to publicly defend Blake, despite once being her closest confidante, speaks volumes. Her inner circle people like Selena Gomez and Gigi Hadid have remained notably quiet, while Blake's allies scramble to contain the damage. Even Ryan Reynolds, Blake's husband and a longtime friend of Taylor, remains awkwardly positioned. Still following Taylor on social media, yet publicly silent. In Hollywood, silence is rarely neutral, it's often tactical. The dynamic between the two stars is no longer just personal, it's political. It's a question of loyalty, of who stands with whom, and in an industry built on alliances and shared reputations, this fracture could change everything. Insiders have started questioning how much Blake relied on Taylor. Was their friendship built on genuine connection, or was Taylor a PR shield used when convenient? Did Blake manipulate moments for her own gain, while Taylor, known for remembering every detail and every slight, quietly took note? If the stories are true, and if Taylor has receipts, texts, memories, or even just the truth shared through her songwriting, then Blake's public image may not survive the blow. Taylor's refusal to issue the usual public defense has also raised speculation. Normally, when her friends are under fire, she's quick to respond, but this time, nothing. That tells us everything, and according to sources close to Justin Baldoni, a central figure in the ongoing legal dispute involving Blake Taylor's statement confirmed what they suspected all along. That Blake wasn't just stretching the truth, she was creating a false narrative entirely. Subpoenas were issued, then suddenly withdrawn. Why? Because Baldoni's team got what they needed. Taylor made it clear she was not involved. And that undermined everything Blake's legal team had tried to suggest. Suddenly, the accusations of betrayal weren't just tabloid gossip. They were supported by legal documents, private communications, and now Taylor's quiet but powerful refusal to stand by Blake. As always, Taylor plays the long game, and the ripple effects of this fallout, they're already spilling beyond Blake and Taylor. Social circles are shifting. Old friends are reevaluating loyalties. Red carpet appearances may soon reflect unspoken tensions: who stands where, who avoids whom, who dares to show support. The power balance in Hollywood is changing, and Taylor Swift, who once stood in the spotlight beside Blake Lively as a best friend, now holds the upper hand. Her next move could come in the form of a song, a public appearance, or maybe just another silence, but make no mistake, it will be strategic, powerful, and designed to leave an impression that Hollywood won't forget. Because in Taylor Swift's world, betrayal has a price. The brilliance in Taylor's strategy isn't just in what she does, it's in how she times it. She's releasing her power when it will hit hardest. Right now, Taylor Swift is riding an all-time career high. Her record-breaking eras, tour, top-charting albums, Grammy wins, and cultural icon status have made her untouchable. That gives her a platform Blake Lively simply can't match at this moment. Meanwhile, Blake's team is scrambling. From withdrawn subpoenas to shifting narratives, it's clear something behind the scenes is unraveling fast. Her attorneys are spinning the story, trying to claim small victories in court, but the public isn't buying it. And insiders are saying that this legal chaos is just the beginning. Hollywood has seen feuds before: Nicki vs. Cardi, Katie vs. Taylor, Can I vs. everyone, but this one hits different. This isn't about petty drama or Twitter spats. This is about trust, manipulation, and possibly even extortion. If the allegations are true, if Blake really threatened to leak Taylor's private texts, if she leaned on their friendship for image protection, if she played both sides of a dangerous game, then the damage is already done. And Taylor Swift, famously protective of her inner world, has no intention of letting that slide. Her silence, her precision, her control over this narrative is a masterclass in how power is wielded in the entertainment industry. Blake Lively's once flawless reputation is beginning to fracture, and Taylor doesn't even need to say a word for the world to notice. Fans are dissecting every move, every Instagram like, every caption, every red carpet moment. And Taylor knows it. She's letting the world draw its own conclusions, and the world seems to be siding with her. Now, let's look at the bigger picture. Taylor isn't just reclaiming her power, she's sending a message. To everyone in her orbit, to anyone who's ever tried to use her, doubt her, or betray her, that message: be careful who you cross, because Taylor remembers, and she doesn't strike without purpose. What happens next? That's the million-dollar question. Will Blake respond? Will Taylor drop a song filled with poetic yet unmistakable jabs? Will we see quiet shifts in Hollywood circles, people picking sides, friendships changing, alliances dissolving? One thing is certain: this story is far from over. In Hollywood, stories are shaped by those who control the spotlight. And right now, Taylor Swift is holding that spotlight steady, with Blake Lively standing in the shadows, unsure if she'll ever step back into the light. So as the drama continues to unfold, keep your eyes open, watch the headlines, pay attention to the red carpets, because the fallout from this friendship's collapse isn't just a moment, it's a movement. And Taylor, she's leading it, because in the end, this isn't just a celebrity feud, it's a reckoning.